What is up, guys? I can't see you guys because it's light shining in my face, but this is a one-on-one internal kind of coaching session. That's what we'll kind of call it, with me and Sean, which is our new hire at Headlines Barbershop, Brandon. These are the kind of conversations that we have in the shop kind of as needed. They don't usually get recorded, but it was kind of a perfect scenario. I was on a quick lunch break, like 10 minutes before I had the next client come in. So that's why, if in this video, you're gonna see me talking very, very fast. Hope that is valuable for you guys if you guys are building clientele. And just to give you guys a little bit of context, Sean is actually our newest hire, and he came from Buffalo, New York. So he's coming down here with 0 clientele. And the last week, this was actually, I recorded this video 2 weeks ago, so this last week, he actually just made $1,500 in his third week of working at our shop. So I hope you guys like this video and pull something valuable from it. So right now, I'm here enjoying my lunch, minding my business, and Sean said he has questions that he wants to ask me to bother me on my lunch. Go ahead.
With me being new to town, with me trying to build my clientele up at a fast and efficient rate, what advice that you give me?
I would say continue to be the first one in the shop, like you've been doing. Because the first one in the shop gets the first walk-in. That's law. So that's already one new client a day, guaranteed. That's the first one. Second one is continue to do the Google reviews that you've been doing, because people are going to see you and they are going to book you, right? We need to work on your acuity scheduling so it can be crispy clean, no flaws and no errors in it. One, I would go to local Facebook groups in the area, and I would have some pictures of your work, some pictures of you, and I would introduce yourself in these Facebook groups as new to town, new to the area, Bills fan, and just connect with people over that. And even in those Facebook groups, you can actually add people. Like, for example, you might see my name in the Brandon Facebook group. You can add me as a friend. You could send me a message. You can say, hey, I'm new in town, I'm new to the shop, whatever. And you just send that. And when you're not in, and when you're in the shop and you're not doing anything, and you're not busy, you can go ahead and you can send those friend requests. You can send those one-on-one reach outs. You can copy paste. You can do all that type of stuff, and that's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. And majority of the time, if they're in that local Facebook group, it's because they live in the area, right? Another thing that I would say is, bro, honestly, if you really want to, like if you're really hungry like that, like we have a sign right there. Me and Dave would go out and hold that sign. And if you hold that sign, you communicate with somebody in the shop and you say, yo, I'm gonna go hold the sign. If somebody comes in, can you call me? We're gonna call you. We're gonna be in the shop. We're gonna call you, and then you run back inside, you grab that walk-in. Even if you're not cutting in that moment, you could still be working from the time you come in, from the time that you leave. And something that I always remember is like my current schedule is just a representation of my past work ethic, right? So like on a slow day, if I'm slow, like usually how the shop is slow, but I'm not slow.
Yeah.
I'm booked up for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So the shop may be slow. I'm not going to be slow.
Yeah.
So just remember that your current work schedule is going to be a representation of your past work. So that means that your current work ethic is going to dictate your future schedule, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously, whatever clients that one of the most important parts of building up your clientele efficiently is not losing clients, right? Because if you're getting all these new clients in and you're doing all the stuff that I'm telling you to do, and you keep losing all these clients, what are you going to build?
Yeah, you're not going to build clientele.
Yeah, you may have income, but you're not going to build clientele. Your booking rate's not going to go up, right? That's why it's important to lock in these clients, make sure that they know how to book you in the future, that it's better to book you in the future. You know what I'm saying?
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cause that's like my biggest thing is like, yeah, I know it's gonna be slow at first, so I can't knock that, but it's just the point, like, how can I make my time better while I'm here when I'm not cutting? And that was like pretty much like the question. Yeah. Cause like I don't really know nobody around here, I know you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why I just want to ask. I want to make sure that I'm actually doing the right thing to establish this clientele.
Yeah. So 6 months is going to be 6 months regardless.
Yeah.
Right now where you end up at 6 months is going to show how you spent that 6 months, right? So that's what I would say. Like even if you're not cutting hair and you're not working technically by cutting hair, you can still be working by marketing yourself, by promoting yourself. Yeah. Dave used to literally go out and hand his business card to people in front of the store, which is a lot smarter than going to a different, like a mall or something, and passing your cards out. Because if Dave needs to if Dave wouldn't have to, if he would have had to come in and actually cut hair, he could have, because he was in front of the shop. Yeah. If he got somebody off the street, he could cut him right there because he's in front of the shop. Yeah. Right. But Dave has that personality. You may not. You may be more of an online guy, and that's cool too.
Yeah, Dave's personality is way more.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm saying you don't have to do that, but I'm just giving you examples, like whether if it's design, whether if it's being online, whether it's on the Google, whether whatever it is, you can always do this. Obviously, posting on Instagram and stuff like that. The Facebook and the reach outs, that's a big thing. That'll get you a lot of clients and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I would say just whatever the things that you feel like you can commit to doing, have those on a list and do these things every single day. And don't get so caught up, like we learned this thing in the mentorship, and we talk about like celebrate the task, not the result. Right? The task is you being the first one and the last one out. The task is you, whatever marketing kind of actions that you can take on a daily basis, making sure that you do those every single day, and it's literally impossible for you to not find success. So it's about understanding that you are going to commit to doing these things. Like for example, if it's, I'm gonna add 50 people on Facebook a day, I'm gonna reach out to 50 people on Facebook today. I'm going to try to get at least one Google review today. I'm gonna be the first one so I can get one walk-in and get one Google review off that walk-in. I'm gonna X, I'm gonna Z, whatever those things that you feel like you can be committed to, have those things written out, and every single day, bro, check those off. And I mean, if you're in the shop sitting down, like why not?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, over 6 months, you're gonna be grateful because after 6 months, you can either be like, yo, damn, I'm glad I did all that work because now I'm like pretty established. I'm already at X amount a year. I can do this. I'm good. Let me keep on going. Or you can be like, man, it's 6 months. Like, man, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it, bro. We've already talked about the results that Dave had over a year of moving, and that was 11 months. Now the shop is a way better position. I think it's reasonable for you to get on that kind of goal, at least on that track earlier than that. But it just comes to like, even though you're in the shop atmosphere, bro, when you're on your phone, you can either scroll on Instagram or scroll on Facebook, or you can reach out to people. Either one, it's really your choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. We're gonna do all the things that we can as a shop to make the shop busier as an overall. But if you want to eat off of the actions that you do, then you have to make sure you're doing those actions on a daily basis.
Makes sense.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Building a clientele is not complex. It is simple, but it is not easy either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just say in this sense it's not easy because, back at home when I was building clientele, I knew a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? I knew friends, family, and word of mouth. But moving to a totally different city, out my comfort zone when I don't know, like literally nobody, is almost like you just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I feel you. You're doing, word of mouth is still real no matter where you go. Google is just digital word of mouth. Word of mouth still works on Facebook and all that type of stuff. You just don't have, you just create a new life up here.
Yeah. So
you might have to work a little bit harder than you did up there, and that's okay because it gives you the ability, because you can rebuild your clientele in a different state. In the future, if you ever want to move, you'll be a lot more confident in yourself.
I'm willing to put the work in.
Mm-hmm. Like that's work. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys were able to get something out of it, and you guys like this kind of more, you guys like this style of video and stuff like that, make sure to leave it in the comments below if you like the style of video and if you guys want to see more of it on the channel.